Previously on Zombie Roulette.
Right now, I have been stuck in my house for well over 3 months. I have possibly made myself a target for leaving my house. I was able to finally make contact with survivors. It will only be a matter of time before my house becomes a target. Rot in peace, or get busy living. I have made my choice. And now, I must acquire the key to end this disaster. Welcome to hell. It says that every man must accept the fact that they sometimes win, and sometimes they lose. But not me. No, not me. I cannot lose if I am determined to rebuild civilization. And the first step is by finding the cure to this zombie infection. By deciding to make one of the hardest decisions I have ever made. The journey is now. Hi, my name is Shawn Edwards. I am a survivor at Vancouver. I'm alone, and I have nowhere to go, but just stay home indoors as I was told in the local news media. I've been stuck in my house for about 3 months. I'm responding to a message from Robert Nico Donovan, who he claims to be at the Bluestone County area, which is 18.5 miles heading north from Vancouver. Robert, if you're out there, I'm heading over into your direction. And I will be there probably in 2 or 3 hours on foot. If anybody else is listening to this message, just know that you're not alone. Mobs, zombies, they'll do anything to take you out. And according to Robert Nico Donovan, a few of the zombies have, in a way, the zombie infection has upgraded to where they can avoid themselves from being affected by the sun's radiation. So a few of them don't have to hide out in the shadows, just like they do, until they can come out at night. I have no idea whether or not if I will survive this apocalypse, but I just want to let you know. I am determined to rebuild the civilization, and I will not stop until that zombie infection is gone. Over and out. Before I even had the chance to pick up my things and finally leave my home, the trouble is just starting to get intensified. had no idea how I survived the shootout invasion from what looks like to be scavengers. But what I do know is that I was fortunate enough to push them away for a few minutes. Just enough time to mentally say goodbye to my home and leave through the back way.
I always ask myself, does time really matter in an apocalypse? Nevertheless, time itself is important to know. But what about the day, the month, and the year? Well, it doesn't really matter to me, because I'm thankful enough as it is to be alive for another day, every time I wake up. Today's date, March 5th, 2162. Three hours later, after leaving my home to the scavengers who attacked me, I've walked about 15 miles, until I eventually began to grow tired, and I fortunately ended up in a decent place to sleep. Luckily, that place, the abandoned home, is in clean condition. No signs of any infected. But what awaits me for Donovan? Will he still be at Mount Coover the day I find him? Will he still be alive? Nevertheless, there is hope. Hope to survive. Not the kind of hope that where you just put your faith in, but the kind of hope that gives you a destination to fulfill a journey. My journey. Even if it means completing just one objective or many objectives. I just hope that this destination, I just hope that I'm not chasing a ghost. What's more haunting to me than the real thing is that these dreams just doesn't stop. Just before I left the abandoned house, I make a final recon at the same room where I fell asleep. I have spotted a squad of people who look like the same ones that raided my house. Scavengers. And they are coming this way. Many things leave me questioned. What were these scavengers after? Me? The house? Both? Or a mixture of that and something else? If they are coming after me, I have to assume that they have captured the transmission on the communication radio back at my home. Why else would my home be attacked just a short time after my transmission? And why else would the scavengers be heading in my position now? Somehow they were able to pinpoint my location. I have a gut feeling that these scavengers are possibly terrorists. If they're attacking me, I have to assume that these scavengers want the gear destroyed. They know I am onto something that they do not want to happen, and I know that I am somehow closing in on the cure. Plus, by the amount of people that are coming after me, I have to assume that I am not alone, and someone out there has the cure. And the scavengers, or the terrorists in this case, do not have it. Does Donovan know about the terrorists? Nevertheless, there is a high probability that a firefight will definitely be coming his way. Mount Coover is not that far. While I'm still a chapter ahead of the terrorists, I have to keep moving.